One is they traded for Jack Eichel. Listen, this is a player that was going to have to go through a major neck surgery. You never knew if it was going to happen. And they paid a big price, right? Alex Stuck, Peyton Krebs, a first and a second. That's a big price for a player that you don't know if he'll ever play at the highest of level. Obviously, he has, and that was a big risk. Two, they traded for Mark Stone. Stone was in his last year, was about to become a UFA. And the Vegas Golden Knights not only traded for him, but they gave a $9.5 million on average contract to Mark Stone, who's a 65 to 70 point a year player. So the fact that they were willing to trade for Stone and give him that contract was a big risk. And number three is they've switched so many coaches. This is 6 years. They've already had more coaches than most franchises. And they see something they like, they go get it. They got Bruce Cassidy, right? That's a risk to bring in a first-year coach, right, with your organization after the success Cassidy had in Boston, but you still are taking a risk. You don't know what that's going to transpire. And in its first year, it worked out well. Number two, discipline. The Vegas Golden Knights were the best disciplined team in the regular season, the least penalized team in the regular season. And they were also a plus 18 when you look at penalties drawn versus penalties taken in the playoffs. The second closest team was a plus 8. Right? A plus 18 in the playoffs, and the fact that they were the least penalized team in the regular season is something that the rest of the league can take a page out of their book and can try to copy moving forward. And number three, the Vegas Golden Knights got a legitimate number one defenseman, and they have physicality on their back end. When they got Alex Pietrangelo, it really changed their back end. It made them big. It made them physical. They defend well. They can add some offense. But when a league that is going more in the Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes and Adam Fox type of defenseman that can definitely play well on offense, the Vegas Golden Knights went with Alex Pietrangelo. They did give him a long-term contract at 30 years old. That is also a big risk. But that's one thing that maybe the rest of the league is going to look at and saying, well, we need to add physicality, size on the blue line. We need 6 defensemen that can play big. And I think that's something that teams around the league are going to copy. So willingness to take risk, that's hard to do, but discipline and getting a bona fide number one defenseman with size is maybe a couple of things that the rest of the league are going to copy on this year's Stanley Cup champion.